I mean, I'm from Nebraska. I didn't know there was a thing called cross country. Everything was football. But, at 135 pounds at that point, I probably wasn't going to make my way in football. And I wasn't that fast. And I got into running, and that we had a great running coach. His teams won, I believe, 95% of the meets that he entered, his
Mm,
team won. I mean,
mm,
that's how good he was. And he inspired me. And I really like the idea, going back to the ranch, if you will, that if you worked hard and you put in an effort, you could be about as good a distance runner as you wanted to be.
mm,
There weren't too many limitations if you were willing to put in the effort.
mm-hmm.
And I also like that sense of freedom. And first summer I go home from boarding school, he says, "Well, you need to run about 35 miles a week." And so I started running 35 miles a week, and by the end of high school, I was putting in 100-mile weeks at times,
Wow.
and I found I had an aptitude for marathon running.
Wow. But by
My
that
seat,
that young of an age, because most, I don't know what the high school kids are doing, nowadays, but I don't think our cross country team when I was in high school was probably doing more than like, 7 or 8 mile runs. I think it was pretty rare they'd do anything like 10.
well, and this was the great thing about my coach. He realized that I wasn't very fast, but I was strong,
Mm,
and he did not tell me to go run these miles. It was a very natural progression over 3 years. My junior year in high school, I was the third fastest 2 miler in the state of Missouri.
all right.